He was the Bundesliga's most clinical striker last season. 28 games, 28 goals. The man who led Stuttgart's charge back into the Champions League. Let's take a closer look at why Serhou Guirassy became a nightmare for Bundesliga defences. Here's an example of why it's so hard to get to grips with the 28-year-old. Takura is tight, but Guirassy manages to hold up the ball, lay it off, and then get back in the middle for the header, despite the Gladbach man tracking him all the way.
He is the unstoppable force, Serhou Guirassy.
Guirassy's movement leaves centre-backs in a spin. Both defenders have him in their sights here, but the Stuttgart man's run means they don't know who's meant to pick him up. And that means easy pickings for the Guinea international.
He is red hot this season.
Guirassy quickly sees what's about to happen and knows exactly when and where he needs to make his move. He sets off on his run and simply powers through. When you have a striker like him, balls behind the defence are always a threat because teammates know they have a goal scorer there with the speeds to get the job done.
So calm, so cool.
And that brings us to his signature move of arcing his run. It's always the same move. First the look, then the decision to make a quick move in behind, followed by the finish, often with only one touch.
A classic Guirassy run in between defenders.
The real genius is in how Guirassy makes his arc, always moving parallel so he can see the last line of defence while also picking up speed. He was caught offside only 17 times last season, which works out at once every other game. A good return for a striker. Guirassy's second best quality is setting up attacks himself, meaning controlling the ball and quickly moving it on. And then that desire to get in there himself. Holds up the ball, quickly find a teammate and then set off. That's why Guirassy was involved in a shot on goal every 15 minutes last season.
And there's Guirassy, not wasting any time today.
His pressure handling is also excellent, coming out on top 85% of the time. Out of every striker in the Bundesliga, he had the best pass completion rate under pressure.
That's glorious stuff!
Also note the first time shot again. Talking of finishing, Guirassy can put away shots with the sort of power only otherwise seen from Harry Kane. 3 of his goals clocked over 110 kilometres per hour.
You just try stopping that.
But the 1.87 metre tall striker is also light on his feet, capable of moving nimbly in tight spaces. That's why Guirassy ended up scoring 7 goals more than statistically expected. A striker who remains unpredictable for opponents, who can dance his way into the box and can finish with either foot.
Oh, look at that, Guirassy! Oh, brilliant!
And when you're a striker in form, then you can also do the most amazing thing.
And the unstoppable force just can't stop scoring goals.
Stuttgart's plan last season was to pick out Guirassy. When the ball got played through to him, it mostly found its way into the net, taking Stuttgart back to the upper reaches of the table. Last season saw Guirassy come on leaps and bounds. Not even Killian Mbappé or Erling Haaland scored as many league goals as the Stuttgart man, who emerged as a striker who has an answer for pretty much everything.